In a shocking turn of events, Disney is struggling like never before. The iconic Disney stores closing their doors, leaving once vibrant spaces eerily empty. Stay tuned as we delve into the depths of the Disney crisis, exploring the reasons behind the Disney financial losses and the staggering Disney stock crash that sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. Walt Disney World, typically a vibrant hub teeming with millions of visitors each year, now stands at the precipice of an astonishing crisis. Reports are pouring in, and they all share a common theme. Disney's iconic theme parks are strangely empty this summer. So why is this happening, you might wonder? There are several reasons contributing to Disney's ongoing downturn. One big reason is the sky-high ticket prices. While Americans are working hard to make ends meet, ticket prices have soared into the stratosphere. This has made it increasingly difficult for many families to afford a visit to Disney's famous parks. As a result, the entertainment giant is facing significant financial losses. But the ticket prices aren't the only issue. The cost of food and merchandise inside the park has also gone up. It's as if the magic is fading and the reality of high prices is setting in. Another challenge that visitors face every year is the massive crowds. Disney parks are incredibly popular, and that means you often have to contend with long lines and packed walkways. However, this summer, things are different. According to an analysis by a travel company called Touring Plans, Disney's flagship Orlando theme park in Florida is seeing shockingly low crowds this summer. Imagine this: the attendance levels during the July 4th weekend looked more like what you'd expect in September. Why is this surprising? Because the July 4th holiday is usually one of the busiest times at Disney World. This slowdown is a complete reversal of what happened post-COVID-19. After the pandemic, the Walt Disney Company saw attendance numbers skyrocket, and headlines were made due to long wait times and frequently crowded parks. But in contrast, the latest data tells a different story. Wait times at Disney World's Magic Kingdom, often called the world's most famous theme park, were just 27 minutes on the 4th of July. This was a sharp drop from the 47 minutes before the pandemic. At Animal Kingdom, wait times were only 25 minutes, which is about 10 minutes less than the previous year. The biggest drop was seen at Hollywood Studios, where the average wait time on the 4th of July was just 18 minutes. This was a massive decrease from the 2022 levels when wait times averaged 44 minutes. In fact, the 4th of July holiday turned out to be one of the slowest days at Disney World in the past year. During the holiday weekend, many park visitors took to the internet to express their surprise. Some said they were on vacation and were amazed at how short the wait times were. For certain attractions, wait times were as low as 5 minutes. Hollywood Studios was described as a ghost town, and Epcot was empty. This thinning traffic is a big problem for Disney. They're already in the middle of a massive cost-cutting effort, trying to save $5.5 billion. This has resulted in over 7,000 layoffs across various parts of the Disney empire, including its sports cable giant, ESPN. Walt Disney Company has also been grappling with a series of difficulties this year, and one of them involves a clash with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. This clash revolves around a statewide bill that prohibits gender identity education in schools. DeSantis and the entertainment giant have been locked in a heated debate over this issue. DeSantis has been quite vocal about his views, and he didn't hesitate to share his thoughts on the lower foot traffic at Disney parks. In a recent radio interview on the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton show, he claimed that Disney's woke agenda was responsible for the drop in ticket sales. Some of his supporters even called for a boycott of the parks and Disney's streaming platform. However, it's essential to note that while DeSantis's comments have made headlines, there are other factors at play in Disney's current downturn. Disney isn't alone in facing attendance challenges. Even its rivals are experiencing a decline in visitors. According to data from the Wall Street Journal, Universal Park, a formidable Disney rival, also saw its lowest attendance ever during this past Independence Day. Six Flags and SeaWorld have reported similar declines in attendance in recent months. Now, let's talk about one of the most significant contributors to Disney's troubles: ticket prices. Walt Disney World has always been a place where families come to make cherished memories, but increasingly, it's becoming a place that's out of reach for many. In December 2022, Disney raised its ticket prices for most types of tickets. Then in February, they introduced another wave of price hikes. This means that in just one calendar year, the cost of visiting the most magical place on Earth has become significantly more expensive. For example, a 4-day ticket for all 4 of Disney World's parks now starts at $396, and single-day tickets are available for for $109. This is a far cry from the early days when the ticket was just $3.50 in 1971, which would be about $22 adjusted for inflation. But to put it in perspective, let's consider the average American family. As of January, the median household income in the United States was around $68,703 per year, or about $5,725 per month before taxes. After covering essential expenses like housing, transportation, food, and utilities, there's not much left for a pricey family vacation. Even if a family managed to save $200 per month, it would take them nearly 3 years just to save enough for the most basic Disney vacation, according to calculations shared by Business Insider. And that's not even the whole story. This cost breakdown doesn't include airfare, transportation to the parks, snacks, souvenirs, parking fees, and extra meals that aren't covered by a Disney dining plan. While visiting the parks may be challenging, Disney's streaming platform, Disney Plus, has also faced its share of challenges. Despite being a go-to platform for enjoying Disney's productions at home, it has seen a drop in subscribers. Even after previous price increases, executives decided to raise prices once again. They stated that this move was aimed at better reflecting the value of their content offerings. In the last quarter, Disney Plus has lost 4 million subscribers worldwide. This resulted in a substantial loss of $659 million. It's a reminder that even the biggest players can face challenges in the world of streaming, but the hurdles don't stop there. Disney's movie revenues are also on a downward trend. The latest releases didn't perform as well as expected in theaters. This has led to questions about whether Disney's creative spark is starting to fade, especially at Disney Studios, which includes powerhouse brands like Marvel, Pixar, and Lucasfilm. Rich Greenfield of Lightshed Partners and an investment research group expressed concern, saying, "The creative engines are just not working. The movie business is a complex one, and there's no quick fix to reignite the magic." How badly is their movie revenue declining? Well, to illustrate the point, let's take a look at Pixar's Elemental. It's a film about forbidden love between characters made of water and fire. While it received positive reviews from critics and audiences, it brought in less than $30 million at the US box office. This is a significant shortfall, especially considering the film's estimated budget of $200 million. This disappointment came after the underwhelming performance of last year's Lightyear, a Toy Story prequel that only earned a quarter of what the previous franchise installment did. Greenfield highlights the need for something extraordinary and original, like a Toy Story that can capture everyone's hearts and minds. It's only natural these series of setbacks have taken a toll on Disney stock, but how much has the stock plummeted after all these financial disasters? The stock price has dropped by 56% and is now trading at a level last seen in early 2015. This is a significant drop, and it reflects the seriousness of Disney's current situation. As we look ahead, the outlook for Disney remains uncertain. With financial losses piling up and economic conditions deteriorating, the path forward is challenging. However, in the world of entertainment, hope always springs eternal, and we can only hope that Disney's next production will be the one that saves the day. While it's sad to see one of the biggest American companies doing so poorly, the American economy as a whole is down in the slumps. Click the video on screen now to find out why the U.S. economy is collapsing.